So, Rey's a character that exists, and everyone hates. I kinda like her, though. Star Wars has been something I've been a fan of since I was a kid. Not so much the main movies as much as, the video games. No, not Shadow of the Empire, Jedi Knight, Jedi Academy. And yeah, I was excited to see Jedi Outcast on the Switch. In Jedi Knight, Jedi Academy, I could make my own Jedi, make my own story. Dude, the pod racing game was a lot of fun. Star Wars Battlefront 2, and that one Star Wars Jedi Power Battle games was really good. And even then, I loved how epic and fun and expansive the stories of Star Wars were. The Clone Wars, the Genndy Tartakovsky cartoon, is amazing, and I'm in love with General Grievous. But enough about the past. Let's look at the future, with this English woman playing the goddess who can do no wrong and literally everyone loves because the internet told me she was a Mary Sue. Whatever the fuck that means. Fun fact, Mary Sue was a character made to mock self-insert Star Trek fanfiction. If you want to learn more about that, watch Overly Sarcastic Productions video about Mary Sue's. Warning, the host likes Rey, so I guess that makes Overly Sarcastic Productions a beta cuck, I guess? I don't fucking know. Anyway, I like Rey. Why? Well, she's not as hardworking and suffering as Luke was. I feel like Rey and her arc represents a more nuanced look at the Force. The Force, as a concept, is just really vague. Not even midichlorians could explain them. Yeah, those cell things that give you superpowers, they're now non-canon. Good. Rey just didn't understand the Force. She acts like she understands the Force with how she was able to mind trick a trooper and lift a bunch of boulders, but I like to think that was just luck. And it all got to her head, and that's why she was so bitchy at Finn and that yellow Yoda and Luke. She doesn't get the Force, so she tries to do things her own way, which, if you've seen The Last Jedi, did not work so well. So the Force fucked with her mind, and after a long talk with Kylo, who, by the way, is like the dark side version of Rey, someone who doesn't understand the Force but tries to do their own thing, which backfires heavily. Also, side note, I love how Kylo is like a teenage fanboy of Darth Vader. I know it's silly as a concept, but you don't want to mess with a teenager going through puberty, okay? Maybe that's why people hate these sequels. They're a much more undecided, unclear take on the Force. Now, that would be boring if the Force was explained right away like that as this clear thing that anyone can get behind. It would really discourage people to have their own takes on it. But no, people are concerned about how Disney is social justice and Twitter, Red Pill Gate, empowering cuck sexist Hollywood Disney.
Zelda, Link, Peter Griffin, Luigi, Cool Epic, Awesome Face Donation, Telemon, Shedlowski, Style Gear, Regular Show, Mordecai, Rigby Pops, Benson, Stewie, Chris, Meg, Eileen, Margaret, The Gamer's Sword, Amerilizer, Fedora.
Which sucks because people have the right to criticize Rey for whatever reason, but they get drowned out by all the angry reactionary people that honestly have nothing to say. But I digress. Point is, I like Rey because she embodies someone who doesn't understand the Force, rejects it, but learns to accept it. She learns how to take a step back and listen more, to understand more. It's not complex, I understand. She isn't some super-powered character who goes through hell, but it's Star Wars. Good old-fashioned, simple good versus evil story about metaphors and what's good and evil and what makes good and evil, luring to be evil and learning from the good. That's what Star Wars has always been about, being a bystander, getting into this good versus evil war, and Rey and Kylo are two characters that embody that pretty well. Oh my god, I just realized that Rey is like a pure reactionary. Think about it. She instinctively wants to get away from someone who wasn't 100% on board with her views. She bitches and argues with that someone for not being 100% on board with her views. She is adamant on what she believes in, and it's not until something big and really deep and really reflective that happens to her that makes her realize that she should be more open. Holy shit, she's a metaphor for reactionary users who shit-talk Star Wars. The reason they hate her so much is because she reminds them of themselves. I know there are other reasons, valid reasons, but come on, it's a joke. Lighten up. I feel like this video won't be popular because it doesn't have heavy editing, but then again, those reactionary videos don't have heavy editing either. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Take care, and may the salt be with you, always. And the Schwartz.
Dude, you gotta stop polishing those balls.
I can't stop, man! These balls are on fire!